to the testicles. Next layer, you're going to have external spermatic fascia, then the cremaster muscle. What does the cremaster muscle do? Raise and lower the testicles. Why do you raise and lower testicles?
When it gets hot.
Yeah, when they get hot, they're down to their knees. Why?
The sperm don't get fried.
Yeah, it's all about temperature regulation. There's a very fine window of how you can keep your sperm from dying. Does that mean that if you get in a jacuzzi, that you're good to go? Everything's dead because it's all hot. No, because one little bastard will make it through. Okay? He's going to be the strong one that can survive whatever. Okay? So getting in a jacuzzi is not going to help you. If you're having fertility problems, you need to stay out of jacuzzis and you can't have hot baths or hot showers because you will kill the sperm. So it's all about temperature regulation. What about when they get in cold water? What happens? Whoop, all the way up. Why? Trying to warm up. Got to get closer to the body so it can warm up so that the sperm don't die again. Okay? So this is up and down motion constantly based on body temperature. Alright, so then the next layer is your internal spermatic fascia. We're going from external all the way in. Okay? So Dardos tunic, external spermatic fascia, cremaster muscle, internal spermatic fascia, the parietal tunic, vaginal tunic. It's called vaginal. Yes, you boys have things on you called vaginal tunics.
I feel that also.
Uh-huh. Then a vaginal cavity. You guys have a vaginal cavity. It's between your external, your parietal and visceral vaginal tunics. Okay? It's just a space in between. Like a coelomic space, they call it a vaginal cavity. So know those layers. You're going to need them. There's the serosal layers that are going from external to internal. Okay? From superficial to deep. Got to know those layers can require it. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, the thing is with the gubernaculum, this is all embryological stuff. He's also going to want you to know this. You guys listening? Gubernaculum? Gubernaculum? Gubernaculum. Okay? This is the thing that's going to help with the descent of the gonads in males and female embryos. Okay, this is the gubernaculum. When it's all said and done, the gubernaculum in the female becomes one of the ligaments. Lower scrotal ligament, and the lower part, okay, if you're a male, the top part becomes nothing. The lower part becomes the scrotal ligament. Okay, there's a ligament holding basically all these layers of testicles to the scrotum. Okay, so that it all moves together. In the female, it's going to become the round ligament, which is a weird ligament that I can't show you, but it's one of these ones that moves from the inside all the way down into the labia, majora. Ligament that runs through there, but I don't have any area in the lab to show you that. And the ovarian ligament, and I'll show you the ovarian ligament. Okay, that's all from the gubernaculum. Okay, scrotal ligament. Okay, scrotal ligament is derived from the gubernaculum, so it's right below it on your list. Epididymis, we already did that. Okay, there's a head, body, and tail. The head is the bigger part here at the top. The body is here, and the tail is what turns into the vas deferens. Okay, vas deferens. Okay, testicular artery and vein, again, is inside your what? Spermatic cord. Okay, the pampiniform plexus. This is veins only. It runs around the whole testicle. And it converges and converges and converges as it's going up the spermatic cord and becomes the testicular vein. Inguinal canal is where the spermatic cord reaches the body wall and goes inside the body. Okay, so right here is the inguinal canal. Seminal vesicles, that's the one that is located on the back side of the bladder. What does it contribute? Semen? No. It turns the sperm into semen. Seminal fluid. Okay, seminal fluid. What is the function of the seminal fluid? Food and water for the trip. Ejaculatory duct. Where can I find an ejaculatory duct? In the prostate. Okay, because it goes back behind the bladder and then goes through the prostate. This is why enlarged prostates cause men problems urinating, because it cuts off. If we look inside of the prostate, it's going to cut off. You look at this one, you can look at these. They're not very good. Boy, this is terrible. So here's your urethra coming from your bladder going out the penis. This is the ejaculatory duct coming from back behind the bladder. When this gets swollen, it cuts off, makes it difficult for ejaculation. It makes it difficult for urination, as it swells through these very teeny tubes. Prostate gland again contributes something called prostatic fluid to our whole journey to help us become semen, but the function is unknown. Bulbourethral gland, what does it contribute? Precum. Don't say precum. Pre-ejaculatory fluid. Penis. All right. Where are my penises?
They're the small ones?
Yeah, they're the tips. Okay. Yes, they really do point down. First time I taught this class, I kept trying to put them on upside down. I'm like, what's going on? And my best friend, she was the faculty for it. And she's like, that's because you have it upside down. I'm like, I've never seen one like that. Like, whatever. All right, so anyways, there they are supposed to point down. So, the head of the penis is called the glans, and then you have the shaft. The shaft, if you chop it off like this, is made of 3 rods of erectile. That's the wrong one. Right there, counterpart. Right here. No. What is it? The shaft. It's only one that looks like. That's not it. Where's my other half? This. Whatever, we're going to make it. Alright, so if we chop the shaft off, there are 3 rods of erectile tissue. That's what I drew on the board up here. Okay, it looks like a monkey face. Okay, the monkey face, the top 2 rods are called corpus cavernosum, or corpora cavernosa for plural. Those are the cavernous big rods of erectile tissue that have these big pockets that can fill with blood during erection. Now, one thing that makes a stronger erection is a higher blood pressure. So there is kind of a slight upshot to having high blood pressure. Not really bad for you, okay? But you've got 3 rods of erectile tissue. These first top 2 rods, the corpus cavernosum, those are the ones that fill a lot with blood. These are the larger rods. The bottom one is called corpus spongiosum. Now, the corpus spongiosum has the urethra running through it. So let's look at a cross-section, ventral cross-section of the penis. So the top is the corpus cavernosum, this light bluer area, and the darker purple is corpus spongiosum. The urethra is running through it. That's what tells you the corpus is corpus spongiosum. So what tissue is the glans penis made out of? Is it cavernosum or is it spongiosum? Has to be spongiosum because that's where the urethra exits, is through the glans. So the glans itself is made up of corpus spongiosum. The 2 rods on the top are corpus cavernosum. Now, if you dig really hard, you can actually feel the different 3 rods, but they're wrapped in very thick layers of fascia holding all of the bands together. Okay, so you really have to dig to be able to feel the different rods of erectile tissue. Where am I? Okay. Alright, any questions on the male stuff? Don't be all chicken, ask it now. Turn the recorders off.